The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And he returns this to the 22.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. First offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
.35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Throwing, Prescott. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead. seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if they have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Blitz coming and down he goes. Damone Clark. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. They could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 35-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Prescott off play action. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
First down throw for Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Prescott on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3
touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing all the way to this going. And then we'll continue to press the ball downfield. Hopefully with the same results.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then
there he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Chase Claypool,
78 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I'm wondering. Working with his 2nd and 4. 11
MP. 11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On 1, ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Wright's got it.
On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd and goal. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So thanks to the past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. If I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Yeah, this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career low.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Mixing up the middle.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On the
sneak. It's Prescott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals have taken a fourth-quarter lead. The point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Play action now, Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Dak. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. a keeper with Prescott. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So now an 11-play drive, and it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So Burrow and the Bengals down 31-28, 46 seconds to go. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Burrow. Complete to Boyd. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Burrow. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Extra point splits the uprights. His guys will take a 10-point lead. And they got the ball in great field position. Boom. End zone. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when we saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
A final shot now for Burrow.
And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is